thank you for invitation. I'm really happy that I have possibility to speak about, for me, I hope also for you, the most important issue, aspect of life on this planet, the Earth. The title you see. I usually start using this this topic. Yesterday I also, sorry for the same introduction like lecture in Polish language yesterday. I'm going to speak about the most important message in the history of humankind, mankind. For me, this information should be discussed in parliament, at schools, universities, especially in business, everywhere. We humans should discuss about this. It should be the most important information message, but it is not. Do you know, do you suspect what I'm going to talk about at the beginning? What is for you the most important message now? It happens now on this planet, on the Earth. But many people do not recognize, do not discuss, do not take this as something important.
Climate change? Climate change?
Climate change is one of the reasons which caused this. I think there is something more important than climate change. Climate change is one of these reasons of this situation. Okay, we observe now on this planet extinction, simply extinction, life disappear. Scientists use really strong terms, strong words, describe this like this, biological annihilation. We observe now biological annihilation. We discuss about many things in our private life, but we all of us should understand, should react to this process, because in a moment will be the end of everything. We observe 6 mass extinction. Now, scientists use, very clever scientist guy, said destruction of dinosaurs is a trifle compared to the changes that we found now, the Earth biosphere. This extinction is really fast, and we are the reason of this. Dinosaurs extinct, but it wasn't their fault, yeah. We observe in media, in papers, really strong titles which disappear, which describe this situation like this: 1 million species are at risk of extinction. In this report by one of the agenda of the United Nations, 1 species million are. You see other similar titles describe that the extinction is really fast. We observe more and more species which disappear, which are in danger all over the world. It was the titles after this report by this IPBS, the agenda which study biodiversity. What do we know about biodiversity on the Earth? Do we, humans, science, know a lot about biodiversity? A little? Average? We still do not know most of the species, most of the biodiversity. What is your opinion? We know a lot? Average? A little? Almost nothing. concerning biodiversity, life, species. This British ecologist, Norman Maier, said, "Our ignorance is so great that we are unaware of it. We know almost nothing about the activities of the Earth ecosystem, about the species. And we have only begun to understand the nature of planetary life as a whole." We know next to nothing about the life on this planet, about the functioning of biodiversity. We study at schools, even in primary or secondary schools, we are forced to know a lot about different things, like this. But what is the number of species on the Earth? Describe species. I asked this question many times, and it happens really very rarely if anybody, even students of biology, know how many species we already know. Do you know how many species we know? $1 million. How many?
A few million.
A few million?
Yeah.
Number of known species, almost 2 million. A little less than 2 million. Yeah, but it is interesting what scientists think. How many species really exist on this planet? Estimated number of species.
I think the estimates between 10 and 30 million.
10?
Between 10 and 30.
30 million. I usually use data from this article by Ehrlich Wilson, the most famous ecologist now in science and policy. In science, they said that according to them, there are almost 100 million. We know less than 2 million. Probably there are about 100 million. So we know a little, next to nothing, we can say. Of course, there are some groups well known, like mammals, birds, amphibians, reptiles, fish, higher plants. But see, there's no 100%. Many groups, question mark, or a few percent. Let's look at groups of organisms well known with question mark. Plants, yeah, we know a lot about plants. It is very easy to find new species now. You can go to the tropical forest and you can find a lot of new species, because for 100 plant species, one is new for science, so no problem. Each year, scientists describe 2,000 species of plant. Do you believe that 2,000 species new is described every year? Still trees are described like this. It's from Gabon. New article. This scientist said that we know about 73,000 species, but 9,200 of species of trees are waiting to be discovered. It was difficult for me to believe that really more than 9,000 species of trees. This Drosera was described thanks to Facebook. So Facebook is also good sometimes for scientific reasons. Mammals, well-known group of animals, yeah, but we still, each year we describe, scientists describe several, about 15, 20 even species of mammals each year. The biggest animal on this planet, whales. Our knowledge about whales is average. You see a balena from 2000, another Balenoptera omurai. 3 years ago was described new Balenoptera so huge, big animals still described each year. Let's think about poorly known bacteria. Yeah? What we know about bacteria. The authors of this article said there are probably millions of species in the microorganismal domains, bacteria and archaea. However, only about 4,500 species have been described. Millions, hundreds of millions. See about sentence from this new article. There are about 1 trillion species of microbes on Earth, and 99.999% of them yet to be discovered. What we know about bacteria? Nothing, practically nothing. Mites. I'm specialist in mites. I'm a carologist. I study ecology of soil mites. Let's look about our knowledge about mites. Fantastic species present in huge numbers everywhere, especially in soil. Fantastic, beautiful, yeah? Really beautiful creatures. I believe that you think about them that are beautiful, yeah. We know already 50,000 species, but a carologist scientist said that there are probably more than 1 million species. One group only from the kingdom of animals, we know a few percent. Okay, let's think more deeply about the 6 great extinction. We observe now extinction really caused by us. I can tell a lot about this process. Usually I choose 3 facts, the same as yesterday, sorry. For me they are shocking, easy to remember, and still most people do not know this. Okay, the first is wildlife biomass in the past and today. Professor Wacław Smil from your country described the biomass of vertebrates. He divided this into 3 groups: breeding vertebrates and domesticated, mainly cows, pigs and chicken. Then humans and wildlife vertebrates. How many percent of all vertebrates are cows, pigs and chickens, and several other species, but not a lot. Do you know, or maybe you can estimate this from your experience? How many percent of all vertebrates on this planet are cows, pigs and chickens? 10, 20, 50, 70? Well, try. It's interesting for me and for others what people think if they realize the problem. Would you like to say? 20? 20?
Less than 10?
Less than 10? You will be shocked. 67% of vertebrates are pigs, cows and chickens. Humans 30, but it means that wild vertebrates, wildlife, 3%. We can say there's no wildlife, no wild animals, because there are only 3%. 10,000 years ago, humans and animals they eat, they breed and eat, it was 0.1%. Today, 97. We have cows, humans, chickens, pigs and chickens on this planet. One of the scientists which studied this biomass said, when I'm doing puzzles with my daughters, the picture usually shows an elephant next to a giraffe and a rhino. However, if we wanted to keep the true proportions, it should be a cow next to a cow and then a chicken. This is true of our planet, of biodiversity. Incredible change caused by us. The second fact, biomass of living organisms on the Earth and anthropogenic mass. It was new data 3 years ago. Scientists announced that anthropogenic mass, technomass, is higher now than the biomass of all living organisms on this planet. On this planet we have mainly concrete. Concrete, the first one. Gravel, bricks, asphalt, metals, plastic. More than biomass of all organisms. We have on 1 square meter 1 kilogram of concrete. There's even such book. We live on concrete planet. Original pictures from this article. Do you believe that there are 2 times more plastic in biomass, in mass, than the biomass of all animals? 2 times more plastic than animals. Another picture, the mass of buildings and infrastructure is higher than of all trees and shrubs. And the third example, decline in biomass with human appearance. Data from this article. You see we have many plants on this planet, then bacteria, fungi, archaea, viruses, animals. We have 50% less life, less biomass than when our species appear on this planet. Incredible, very, very sad information. There are 50% less life, thanks to us. Me and you, all humans. For me, very sad. I would be happy if there would be more and more life on this planet, but less. Wild mammals experience our presence really strong. There are 83% less biomass of mammals. When did man begin the great extinction of species? When it appeared? When we can say that we are the cause of extinction of species of life? In medieval times, in ancient Greek, in 15th century, 16th, 18th, 20th century, when we can say that this extinction starts.
On a global scale, since the Industrial Revolution.
Industrial Revolution. Colonization. So earlier.
I would say from the start of the agriculture.
Agriculture. So many people said that in 20th century, in the second part of 20th century, on this planet we observe fantastic fauna, beautiful, big mammals, birds. You see the representative of so-called megafauna, mammals and birds. You see what happens when people appear on different continents. We started from Africa, and then we spread. People appear in South Africa. You see in circle, more than 80% of megafauna, mammals and birds, disappear. We kill them. 69 people. The same in North America, the same in Australia. There are some islands like Madagascar, New Zealand, all representative of megafauna disappear. So according to the authors of this article, this process starts from our, when we appear somewhere, the really big extinction starts. So from the beginning of our history, according to, yeah, you see how many percent of megafauna, different beautiful, fantastic species, we kill them completely, all individuals. Yeah, in Australia, in New Zealand, sorry. Oops. Madagascar, all species. Yeah, we know them well, but they are extinct many, many years ago. You know this fantastic, beautiful creature, yeah? Mammoth. Do you know this bird? Dodo. Mm-hmm. This species belong to the, how to say in English, siren? Sirene? Siren? Stellar sea cow. When we discovered the species, after 27 years, we kill all individuals of the species. Only during 27 years, they disappear. You know this? Rhinoceros, woolly rhinoceros. You know this predator, this cat? Saber-toothed tiger. Yeah, unfortunately, we live in sad times because species disappear. You will see species of animals on the left, sharp picture. On the right, the picture, how many, you see how many, the picture will be from so many pixels as individuals of the species still exist. Indian elephant, 20 to 25,000 individuals. Pygmy chimpanzee, bonobo, 10 to 50,000. Blue whale, 10 to 25,000 individuals. Eastern low gorilla, 17,000. Black rhinoceros, 5,000. Lichen, 3 to 5,500. Green sea turtle, 3 to 5,500. Bengal tiger, 2,500. Borneo pygmy elephant, 1,500. Indo-Chinese tiger, 600, 650. Siberian tiger, 450. Amur leopard, 60. Japanese rhinoceros, 60. As the time of Noah's world, like ours today, was about to end, we had a list of animals as we do. We depict him standing at the entrance to the ark and calling out their names by crossing out one by one. We are also deleting them now. Three-toed woodpecker, pelican, Spanish lynx, Canada goose, mountain zebra. Today, Noah's drama comes alive again, but the film seems to run backwards, the animals disappearing. Ferret, cougar, wolf. I don't know if you hear this speech, famous speech by dinosaurs during the conference in New York, during the conference of United Nations. On this conference, dinosaurs appear and have a short speech to us, to humans. They know a lot about extinction, so it's interesting to listen to dinosaurs. So let's hear for a while dinosaurs.
I think this would be obvious. Going extinct is a bad thing. And driving yourselves extinct in 70 million years, that's the most ridiculous thing I've ever heard. At least we had an asteroid. What's your excuse? You're headed for a climate disaster, and yet every year governments spend hundreds of billions of public funds on fossil fuel subsidies. Imagine if we had spent hundreds of billions per year subsidizing giant meteors. That's what you're doing right now. Think of all the other things you can do with that money. Around the world, people are living in poverty. Don't you think helping them would make more sense than, I don't know, paying for the demise of your entire species? Let me be real for a second. You got a huge opportunity right now. As you rebuild your economies and bounce back from this pandemic, this is humanity's big chance. So here's my wild idea. Don't choose extinction. Save your species before it's too late. It's time for you humans to stop making excuses and start making changes. Thank you.
Yeah, don't choose extinction. Okay, let's think for a while about the main causes, reasons of this sixth mass extinction. I'm going to use data from this article. In media, we have find such a term that they selected 10 big killers. What are the big killers of extinction? What do we do wrongly? And we are the reason of sixth mass extinction. Oh, sorry. Maybe you can say what do you think? What are the main reasons of this extinction now? What kind of activities?
Overconsumption.
Yeah, there's no such category, overconsumption, but I agree. Deforestation, great. We see on which position, but yeah, it's very high. Deforestation. What else?
The increase in temperature.
Climate change, yeah? Climate change, yeah. There's such big killers on this list.
Bad waste management.
Yeah, different kind of waste, yeah. Pollution, waste. We have position number 1, but there's no position 2 and 3. Fishing, hunting, fishing, yeah. Okay, let's look. They study over 8,000 species in danger and so on. The first 3 big killers. Over-exploitation. So, hunting, fishing, logging, deforestation, yeah. So you are right, the first. The second, agriculture. We produce food and we kill the rest of life. It's incredible. It's strange, funny, I don't know. Urban development, so this concrete asphalt we put everywhere. So you see the 3 big killers. We should change, we should stop cutting trees, kill animals, fish. We should learn produce food differently. We should stop putting concrete asphalt everywhere. The fourth, invasion and disease, invasion species and disease, pollution, this waste, different, system modification, such different category, fire, dams, other, climate change, human disturbance, recreation, work, war, transport, energy production. They selected such 10 big. About climate change, they say that in the future it will be a dominant threat factor. in other analyses by this United Nations agenda, IPBES, the similar big killers, but the climate change is on the third position. So climate change really became our problem, the main reason of the extinction. Okay, and at the end of this part, planetary boundaries. Have you heard about this concept? Scientific concept? Many scientists said that it is the most important scientific concept during the last decades. It appears in 2009. Johann Rockström and other people and Will Steffen, they have selected 9 main factor systems which decided on the functioning of our planet, climate and nature. They show people, politicians, all of us, the safe operating space for humanity. If we operate inside this space, we are safe. We are happy, safe. Otherwise, if we cross the boundary, we can have really big problems. The effect, so-called domino bricks, can start. They select, as I said, 9 planetary boundaries. They estimate the biophysical thresholds. This concept appeared in 2009. 3 boundaries were crossed. After 6 years, 4 boundaries. Today, 6 boundaries of the 9th is crossed. 3 of these factors are in so-called red zone, so really dangerous situation. Biodiversity. So this process of extinction of the life of species. The second, nitrogen phosphorus cycle, so agriculture, the reason. Oh, sorry for the Polish. New substances in environment. Novel entities, they called. So 3 boundaries are really overcrossed in red zone. 3 others are also crossed, but in so-called yellow zone. Climate change, deforestation, fresh water resources. Fresh water resources. We have less and less. We have no enough now for all people fresh water. 3 are in safe green zone. The ozone layer, air pollution, ocean acidification. But 1 month ago there was a report and scientists said that ocean acidification is very close to cross this boundary. There's a fantastic film on the Netflix produced by Sir David Attenborough about these planetary boundaries. Let's listen for a while on a trailer of this film. So again about this concept.
The science is clear and has been communicated for the past 30 years, but still will not move in our direction. I don't get depressed. I get angry. What are the systems that determine the state of the planet? This is about us. It is about our future.
All is not well with our planet. As we increase our pressures on Earth, we are now crossing irreversible tipping points.
Nature is being degraded at a rate and a scale that is unprecedented.
When we emit CO2, about a third has ended up in the ocean.
There's no sign of any wildlife at all. Based on the 7.5 million deaths, we have already crossed the boundary as far as aerosols are concerned.
As we manipulate the planet's climate, we're literally playing with fire.
Are we concerned about fighting the climate crisis? The window is still open for us to have a future for humanity. We still have a chance. What we do between 2020 and 2030, it will be the decisive decade for humanity's future on Earth.
animal health and environmental health. The three are so much linked.
We've covered the whole planet with knowledge. The future is not determined. The future is in our hands.
It's a remarkable time to be alive. You may never look at the world in the same way again.
Okay. What can happen if more and more species disappear? Authors of this article describe the situation like this. Of course, if we will not change, if we will still exploit this planet so fast, if the overconsumption will be so high still. They studied 30,000 marine terrestrial species, and they look for the temperature, rainfall during this period, and look for the moment if these species will not be able to live on this planet. Yeah, the time they try to find. And the result was like this. By 2030, 5 years, a sudden collapse in the functioning of ecosystem in the tropics. So the disasters begin in the tropic, in the ocean, on land. And then by 2050 will appear at higher latitudes. So in our region of Europe, in Poland, in Czech Republic, we can observe about 2040, 2050, that observe the collapse of nature, of everything. Yeah, so we have really a little time to react. Yeah, they say that such scenario is possible. If we will not react, if we will not change, stop this process of destruction, of extinction. Okay, I would like to give a voice to the earth for a moment, okay? I speak a lot, you a little, but let's listen to our planet, the earth. You will see the voice of this famous actor, Julia Roberts. So now Mother Nature, our planet, say a few words to us.
Some call me nature. Others call me Mother Nature. I've been here for over 4.5 billion years. 22,500 times longer than you. I don't really need people, but people need me. Yes, your future depends on me. When I thrive, you thrive. When I falter, you falter. Or worse. But I've been here for eons. I have fed species greater than you, and I have starved species greater than you. My oceans, my soil, my flowing streams, my forests, they all can take you or leave you. How you choose to live each day, whether you regard or disregard me, doesn't really matter to me. One way or the other. Your actions will determine your fate, not mine. I am nature. I will go on. I am prepared to evolve. Are you?
Yeah, really big questions. Are we able to change? Start to take care of our planet, of nature, species. What part of our planet should we protect? Scientists describe this very well. How many nature in an area, in percent, should be protected. Then we will be safe. At present, we protect about 15% of land area is under protection, and 7.5% of land surface is under protection. Of course, this protection is not as it should be, because 1/3, almost 33% of protected areas are highly degraded. On the paper they are protected, yeah, but you see about on this sentence that only 37 countries out of 168 signatories of the Convention of Biological Diversity fully respect the law. So protection, okay, but in reality is not good. This protection. Scientists said we should protect half, 50% of this planet should be under protection, and then we will be safe. But we should give space for other species, half of this planet. You see the title of this book by Professor Edward Wilson, Half Earth, Our Planet's Fight for Life. Professor Wilson said as first that we should protect 50%, but then many other scientists agree. You see the so-called the title of this article, Space for Nature. Scientists said, all scientists agree that we should protect 30% of this planet until 2030 and half of the planet until 2050. Otherwise, it's not possible to be safe on this planet. But I have good news for you. Politicians agree, and politicians sign different documents according to this idea. You see the result of the COP15, the conferences on biodiversity. The last conference ended at the end of 2022. Politicians signed the so-called Paris Agreement for Nature. 30 to 30. Until 2030, we should protect 30% of this planet. It's not my idea, it's not the idea of crazy ecologists, it's the idea of politicians. 30%. We protect less than 15 now, and less than 8% of oceans. In European Union, in Poland, in your country, we have similar or even more serious plan, so-called European Union Biodiversity Strategy for 2030, bringing nature back into our lives. I would like to write this deep statement from this strategy. We humans are part of and fully dependent on this web of life. It gives us the food we eat, filters the water we drink, and supplies the air we breathe. Nature is as important for our mental and physical well-being as it is for our society ability to cope with global change, health threats and disasters. We need nature in our lives. Politicians, European Union strongly said, we need nature in our lives. And the plan is that we protect 30% of our land until 2030. This 30% under general protection, but there is such statement that 10%, 1/3, 10% should be strictly protected. In European Union at present, strictly protected is 3.4%. 3.4%. In Poland, we have strictly protected 1.5%. I don't know how many percent in your country is under strict protection in Czech Republic. Do you know? In a moment, after 5 lives, we should have 10% in European Union. But it is not my idea, it's not idea of crazy scientists, ecologists, it's the idea of politicians. Yeah, but do they realize this? I know that most of them, they even do not know about this or have any idea to act to protect nature. Okay, let's stop for a moment and think about ourselves. What you understand, what is your imagination of biodiversity? Let's imagine that we are in the forest and all of us, we take 1 gram of forest soil, okay? A pinch of forest soil, 1 gram, between 2 fingers. How many bacterial cells is in a pinch of forest soil in Europe, in 1 gram? Can you imagine how many species, how many individuals of bacteria you have in 1 gram? How many?
100.
100 bacteria. Maybe million. 1 million. Do you agree? 10 million. You agree? 100 million. Billion. Not possible to have billion. Usually people say, yes, some people said hundreds, thousands, millions. 10 billions. Can you imagine 10 billions living creatures between your 2 fingers? Nobody can imagine this. That there's so huge biodiversity in forest soil. Between our 2 fingers, there are even 10 billions of creatures. How many species of bacteria is in a pinch of forest soil? Scientists describe about now 6,000 species. They describe on this planet. And scientists take using the genetic methods, DNA methods, and they say that there are several thousand of species of bacteria in 1 gram. So many species than we know of on whole planet. So what we know about bacteria? Nothing, practically nothing. In this 1 gram of forest soil, there are also very important creatures, fungi, mushrooms. How many individual mushrooms, fungi, are in 1 gram of soil? Bigger creatures, of course. Okay, 1 million. How many meters long is the mycelium? Because fungi, mushrooms are like threads, yeah? When you put these threads in a long line, how many meters is possible to have between your 2 fingers?
I'm afraid to say something. 100.
100 meters? A few hundred meters. Can you imagine a few hundred meters between your 2 fingers. Life is incredible, crazy, mystery, yeah? We can, but it's, the biodiversity is so huge. And what we do with this life? Destroy, poison. We have no take care of, we have no respect for life in general. But think about only about 1 gram of forest soil. Yeah, let's imagine now what is under your feet. You put feet in a forest, okay? This data is for forest in Central Europe, in our countries. How many organisms, how many species, organisms is under your feet? There are a lot of them. There are different groups of, I hope that you know most of them. But how many, for example, spiders, how many woodlice, how many snails, how many earthworms, how many beetles, how many larvae is under your foot? You see the numbers. Imagine there's only your small foot. There's so many species, so many individuals. When you put your foot somewhere in forest, our planet is full of life. But in a moment, life can disappear, yeah? When will we take care of biodiversity? If it's possible, what should happen if we want to realize this convention on biological diversity, this strategy for biodiversity in the European Union? My idea is that we should have respect for life, love for the place we live, for other creatures, of course for humans, but also for trees, for shrubs, for animals, for earthworms, for bees, for spiders, for all living creatures. Then, if we have emotions, love, respect for humans and non-human beings, yeah, we will be able to react, start to protect, really protect life. Otherwise, politicians sign only and forgot. There was such a big scientific project, experiment called Biosphere 2. I don't know if you heard. Probably yes. There's a fantastic film on this Planet 2, on this project. It happens in 1991 in Arizona, in USA. A group of scientists and crazy people, they decided to build second Earth, yeah, Biosphere 2. Huge system of greenhouse. Inside there was the forest, fields. It looks inside like on this planet. And 8 people go inside and were closed, and they live. Scientists would like to check if it's possible, yeah, to have to build another planet. If we destroy this, it is possible to have life, second Earth, second biosphere on Mars, for example. One of these scientists, Jane Pointner, they spent two years inside this Biosphere 2. But they stopped this experiment because the functioning of this biosphere broken. They have more and more problems, and they stop this project. Jane Pointner, during the fantastic lecture on TED, said something important for me, for us now. When I entered Biosphere 2, for the first time I breathed a completely different atmosphere than other inhabitants of the planet, apart from 7 other people. Then I became part of this biosphere. Not figuratively, but quite literally. So, we will be safe, we will be happy if we feel like a part of biosphere. Do you feel like a part of biosphere? Do you have deep emotions, connections, feelings to biosphere, to the earth? For her, it happens inside this biosphere second, in this project. I'm sure that most of us do not feel like a part. We rather, many people, most people treat the earth, biosphere, like a dustbin, like a source of resources, nothing important. I'm afraid that most of us do not love, do not feel really connections with the earth, this planet. She feel this, but during this experiment, yeah. Is it possible that we understand, that we open our eyes and we understand that life, this planet, biosphere, is the most valuable thing for us, and that we should protect life, our planet, take care of her? I can say that it's very easy. It's very easy when we send people in cosmos, then they understand this. I have a lot of sentences by cosmonaut, astronauts from all over the world. All astronauts, all people which see the Earth from the space understand, and they experience the spiritual change, spiritual przebudzenie, I don't know. One of these scientists, Rusty Schweikart, said, "From the moon, the Earth is so small and so fragile, such a precious little point in this universe, that you can cover it with your thumb. Then you realize that in that point, that little blue thing is everything that means anything to you. All our history and music and poetry and art and death and birth and love and tears and joy and fun, all in that little spot, which you cover with your thumb. You realize from this perspective that you are changed forever, that there is something new here, that this relationship with the earth will never be the same again." We should understand that life is like spider web. In spider web there is no more or less important thread species. All threads, all species are connected. The same in nature. All species are of the same importance. They are in close relationships. About this truth of nature, of life, fantastically said Louis Thomas, Dr. Poet from New York. He said, "There are no truly lonely beings. All creatures are in sense related to and dependent on all and on all the rest." All species are in some, they are our friends, yeah? They play important role for life, for us. We live in a fantastic place. We have so many friends, we can say, because all species play important role, also for us. And we humans, we are part of this web of life, spider web. We are one of these threads. We are as important as all other species. All species are important. We should understand this, that we are part of this, and we are surrounded by millions of species. Our friends, we can say. In the 19th century, the Lord Alfred Tennyson said about nature that nature is rat in tooth and claw. You see animals, yeah. It's awful nature, and since this time we, humanity, started to think about this, that nature is rat in tooth and claw. Today we have contradictory name, logo by Douglas Busher, biologist from Canada, nature green in root and flower. We are surrounded, we live in a place in which all species are important, they play important role for us. They are simply our friends, yeah, we can say. What science say today about species, like animal, like plant, like humans? According to present knowledge in biology, humans, animals and plants are biological networks composed of a host and millions of organisms. Each of us, each plant, each animal, and we are a kind of ecosystem, we can say. We are composed of our, let's say, own cells, organs, but also about millions of microorganisms. As regard our body, we are built of these human organ cells, yeah, but we are also part of us, important part of us is this invisible microbiome. These two parts all together, it's human, it's me, Piotr, it's Magda, Darek, Ivana. We are a kind of holobiont. We are composed of thousands of species. We are a kind of superorganism, like other animals, like trees, like plants. I discuss about this, and from my experience, education, schools, yeah, they say during the education, yeah, that we have bacteria in gut and on the skin microbiome on skin, yeah. Yeah, students know about this. But we do not understand that we are also composed of viruses. Incredible number of viruses live in our body. 9% of our DNA, of our genes, are the genes from viruses. Important part of our genome, of our genes, DNA, are genes of viruses. 9%. We have also a lot of archaea. Do you know these creatures? We have kingdom of animals, kingdom of plants, kingdom of fungi, kingdom of bacteria, kingdom of archaea. It's a separated kingdom, archaea, and they live also in our body and play very important role. Without them, we are not possible to function. We are not possible to function, to live without bacteria, with these viruses. Protists, also protist. Do you know protist? Representative of protist is Paramecium, Pantophelek. Paramecium is the representative of this kingdom protist. They also part of us. Without them, we are not able to be healthy, to live. We have also fungi. We have also fungi. They play important role in our health. Would you like to know how many species of fungi live with you? Are part of you? Are you happy that you have some fungi with you? That you are partly fungi? According to new data, each of us has at average 67 different species of fungi. 67. Without them, it's not possible for us to be healthy, to function. They are part of us, also fungi. Love your fungi. Without these fungi, you are not able to be healthy, to live. We have also mites. We have also mites. You know mites, yeah? Roztocze in Polish, in Czech? Roztoczy. Do you know anything about your mites? Where they live, what they do? Do you know? Latin name Demodex. How is in English? This Demodex. They live mainly on our head, skin, face. At average, each of us has 2,000 of these Demodex, of these skin mites, and they play a very important role because they clean our skin. So without them, we can have a big problem. Also parasites. Would you like to have any parasites? Is it possible to live without parasites? According to news discovered now, if you eliminate all your parasites, you can have strongly, to say, autoimmunologic disease. So take care of your parasites. Not too many, of course, but without them it's not possible to be healthy. We are a kind of ecosystem, like biosphere. Thousands of species, it's you. Without bacteria, viruses, parasites, mites, you are not human. You are not able to live. We study at schools this process of the matter circulation. But do you know that also your body take part in this circulation of matter? How many years does it take for almost 100% of matter to be replaced? After how many years you will be built from, you will be new, yeah, built from different matter?
7 years.
Yeah, 7 to 8 years. After 7 to 8 years, we are completely different from the perspective of matter. But what does it mean? It means that, let's look at me. What you see now on this scene, me, it will disappear somewhere. In oceans maybe, in soil, in trees, in bees, in mouse, somewhere in forest, in different places. My matter, my body disappears somewhere. And I will build a new body during these 7-8 years from matter which it is now. In trees, in soil, maybe it's a part, an atom in your body, and I will take part of you. It's possible. It's possible. Maybe not you, maybe someone different. Yeah. It means that me, man, human, and nature constitute an integral whole. It's unity. It's not me and nature. It's unity, one part. We are integral part of life, yeah? Also our body. Why it is so important? John Fowles said, why it is so important to understand this. As long as nature is perceived as something alien, separate, outside of us and not in us, it is lost to us. If we understand this, that we are part of nature, yeah, we will be able to save nature and have still future on this planet. If we will not understand this, we destroy completely, we extinct like dinosaurs. Carl Sagan in this book said, whether we like it or not, we humans are linked to each other and to all plants and animals around the world. Our lives connected with each other. Plants, animals and microbes work together for a very long time. The willingness to cooperate developed in the process of evolution. Organisms that did not interact with others died. Cooperation is our nature, the key to survival. If we understand it, if we start to cooperate with nature, we have the future. Without cooperation, there's simply not future for us. Let me allow to finish this lecture by poetry, okay? Gary Lawless from this book. When the animals come to us asking for our help, will we know what they are saying? When the plants speak to us in their delicate, beautiful language, will we be able to answer them? When the planet herself sings to us in our dreams, will we be able to wake up ourselves and act? Yeah. Thank you very much.